The core tools actually date back to the late 1980s. GM, Ford, and Chrysler, and actually came out of the purchasing department, or supplier quality functions under the purchasing departments. Back in the 80s, there was a big strong push with the big three on their suppliers to save costs and reduce price. And I remember distinctly there was a conference in June of 1988 at the MSU Management Education Center in Troy, Michigan, and the three vice presidents of purchasing were all there in a town hall meeting with what became some upset suppliers to the big three, and they were all kind of pushing back on the cost reduction pressure. And they said to the vice presidents, you need to do something about helping us reduce costs, such as commonization of the differing supplier quality requirements from the big three. So the big three vice presidents sanctioned the task force. I remember the direction very clearly. It's to keep it small, keep it focused, don't spend a lot of money, didn't have a lot of expectation. Clint Lauer was the vice president of Ford at that time, and I remember him saying there's never going to be a common quality standard in the industry because Ford considered the Ford Q1 program to be proprietary advantage. So GM had targets for excellence at that time, Chrysler had Pentastar, and no one was willing to take on the big quality management system standard for suppliers at that time, other than the suppliers wanting it. So we had a supplier council that we formed, a combination of small, medium, and large suppliers to the big three. And we asked them, okay, what can we work on that would benefit you the most in terms of reducing cost? And they came up with advanced product quality planning, production part approval, statistical process control, measurement system analysis, and FMEA, and a few others. So we actually concurrently kicked off projects on all those, including control plan, and started having different teams develop common approaches to those 5 core tools, what became the core tools. The way we started that was the big three each had their own manuals in all these areas. So we asked the supplier council, which manual do you like best in each of those cases? Advanced quality planning, PPAP, MSA, so on and so forth. And they said, well, we like the SPC manual from Ford the best, and we like the MSA manual from General Motors the best, and so on and so forth. So we used whatever manual the suppliers told us that they liked the best as the baseline. The teams got together, marked up the baseline document, came out with the new core tools. Interestingly enough, the first year that we worked on that, it took us 1 year to get the first deliverable, and that was one sheet of paper, the part source warrant from the production part approval manual. And then after that, first time document was published with 3 company logos, GM, Ford, and Chrysler. After that, it took off quite quickly. In early 90s, we released APQP, PPAP, FMEA, and SPC, MSA, all in a relatively short time frame.